So, slightly different Tom versus Dale today. It is Monday the 27th. Never make life simple for myself. I bought the SSR Performance reverse mesh wheels off of Pipey, which I just fell in love with. That's the original style I wanted. I had a little look at some Rotorform wheels and some other styles, but a budget dictated that I couldn't stretch that far. But then these came up for sale. Now the Volvo Amazon is a 5114 fitment, but what we've done is change the rear axle to Volvo 240 axle. They're a bit stronger, a bit more reliable, but they're 5x108 PCD. So we're going to be doing dual PCDs in the car, which isn't ideal. So we're going down to TT Tools today. So I'm on my way to Phil, pick up the faces, and then I should be going down to Chelmsford. We'll be social distancing. Both companies have got social distancing policies in place. I've got my my bacterial wipes and my hand sanitizer. So we'll see how it feels. Hi, Uncle Phil.
Hi Tom, from a distance.
You shouting at me again?
Hi Tom, from a distance.
No, I mean shouting at me.
Hi Tom, from a distance. You want me to talk about this?
Yeah, the things you've just told me that I said I should film this.
Right, we had 4 complete wheels.
Yeah?
We now have 4 wheels minus centres.
Nice.
These have all been split down because we need to re-drill a couple. Thank you. We need to re-drill a couple because the axle changed in the back of the car. So because we've got a different stud pattern in the rear. Unfortunately, in an ideal world, we'd re-drill the hubs, but we can't because of the way the hubs are laid out. It just doesn't work. So we've got to re-drill the wheels. So these are going down to the TT Tools to get these re-drilled. Couple of things with them, they are steel inserted. So just inside each hole is a little steel insert, which means it can't be straight drilled. It means it's got to be plug welded and then re-drilled. And because they're pocketed on the back, we can't offset drill them. Again, meaning plug welding. But not a problem for those guys down there. They'll smash through that, and then we can adjust the stud pattern and get them refitted. Then what we're going to do is machine down the back. So we're going to take, we've got about 5mm we need to take off the back of the wheel to just readjust the offset fractionally as well. So we'll get that machine, they'll do that down there as well, machine that off, and then they'll be ready for repaint, refinish it.
Nice. So we were just discussing off camera, weren't we? Obviously, we're going to colour of choice for the centres and repolish the wheels, but yep, because we're kind of a bit higgledy-piggledy because of the lockdown, we're going to get the wheels back, make them back up temporarily. You
build them back up just so we can use them for sizing on the car.
Yeah.
Make sure the work we have done clears everything.
Yeah.
Make sure we don't need anything else doing to them, because
yeah,
obviously if you haven't painted them we need to adjust them again. Daft. So yeah, we'll build them back up loosely, get them back on the car, trial fit them, and then when it goes off to the body shop for paint, these can be split again. Barrels and lips polished, and then these refinished into whatever your colour of choice is going to be at the time.
I mean, I know we covered this in the last video, but look. That's where the strut's going to be going on to. Bag. Oh, can't wait to scrap that on the floor. So that's the wheels all dropped off, or the faces dropped off at TT Tools. Really good guys, really good to talk to them about how they're going to process it. It's interesting, I've learnt some stuff today. What they're going to do is take photographs as they go, and so we can insert those into the video so you can get to see the process that they've done, and hopefully I'll go to pick them up later on in the week. Cheers, bye.
A few inches later.
Okay, so we're back in the car. Actually been in the car for an hour and 40 minutes now. I am pretty much at TT Tools. They've done a fantastic job in time scale. I'm sure they've done a fantastic job as well. I've not seen them other than some pickies, but so yeah. So I'm about to pick them up. Obviously, our social distancing will apply, and I have my wipes and my hand sanitizer. So they've managed to take 6mm off the back of the wheels, which is good. Yeah, just looking forward to seeing them. So I'm a couple of minutes away. I shall hopefully do a little bit of filming there, and then on the way to Phil, back to Leicester. Are you filming too?
Hello.
So Uncle Phil did some filming on his own last week before. So now he gets to put up with me, helping. Well, not really helping. We're going to just talk through, progress has been slow, but not through anyone's fault. Just a bit of lockdown, waiting for fab shops to get custom bits made. So we'll talk about the bits. Obviously the front end's now all complete. Well, pretty much complete on the fabrication side. So we'll talk in depth why we've done what we've done with the wheels, but also, I'm going to go that way. Talk about the rear beam a bit more and what it's going to take to get the lows that we're chasing. Seamlessly, I cut myself out and focus on you.
It's like you're a TV
like on Patrick.
Yeah, it's like you're Patrick.
So,
right. So we've had the wheels re-drilled. The reason we've had the wheels re-drilled is twofold.
Yeah.
Firstly, we can't match the stud pattern on the rear to the front. There is a reason for that. It's to do with the half shafts and the way the half shafts are put together on these old Volvos, which I'll explain in a second. But yeah, so these went down to TT Tools, who very kindly re-drilled us for them. The reason we've had all of them re-drilled is because we've also had the backs machined. So we've had them at 6mm taken off the back of the wheel, just to pull them into the arch a bit better, gives a bit more room to play with. What's that meant is though that because the way these wheels are made from factory, they're inserted. They have a little steel insert in the bolt hole. And because we've had the back machined off, that is a problem.
Yeah.
So they took those out, machined it, and then remade all those inserts, and then put them very kindly back in again.
The lads were saying, Scott was saying, they're stainless steel inserts.
Stainless steel inserts.
Nice.
Fully pressed in there, ready to go. So we have 2 at 5 by 114.3 and 2 at 5 by 108.
Yep.
The reason for that, this is the half shaft out of the back axle. As you can see, it's a studded car, so it has studs pressed into it. But this great big hole here is what allows us access to bolt the half shaft in. So we need that to be able to get in and torque up the half shaft bolts. We cannot lose that.
Yeah.
That's meant that we can't offset drill it. So it's not safe to plug weld this and re-drill the same holes again. That's not safe, and because it's studded, we can't put the studs in. So the easiest thing to do and safest thing to do then was just re-drill the wheels.
Yeah, a couple of people asked, why didn't we just do that? And I think it's right.
If we explained a bit, if we actually show the problem,
yeah,
it's all to do with that little
access
hole
man
there, that little access hole. That just stops us being able to offset drill it. And normally we would, and we can't. But while this half shaft is out, we can also talk about a couple of other things we've had to do. So we've also narrowed the rear end.
Yeah.
Because Tom wanted a big fat tyre under the back for all of his, skids or whatever you plan to do with this thing.
Big skids.
Big skids. We've narrowed the rear end. Again, it's a fixed axle. So it's not like an independent rear, it's a beam axle, a solid axle. So half shaft on either side, so we have to machine the half shaft down. So what we've had done, these have been narrowed 20mm so far, and we've cut the splines deeper, so 20mm deeper over what they were, and also recut this shoulder 20mm further back, and then took 20mm off the end of the shaft. Then we've narrowed the axle tubes themselves, which Gary did. So he's narrowed the axle tubes by 20mm also. Yeah. And then when all this goes back together, will be 40mm narrow. Nice.
So for the eagle eyes watching the video, there's obviously only 3 faces there. We, during social distancing, we had a little check that the 5108 fitment was right. So we've got just about that in place. The wheel now fits. Obviously, the wheel's not been fully made up, but now the 5108s now fit the rear. And Phil's teased me that he's gonna...
So just to give you an idea of where we're loosely going to end up, there might be a little bit more out of this as well yet to go, but this is roughly where we're going to be. So that gives you a rough idea of where we're going to end up height-wise.
Going to try and get this as flat as possible.
That's only a centre, so you've got no lip, no barrel.
Yep, no tyre.
Obviously. But as when you look at a barrel, they normally, or a lip, they would stagger out.
Yeah.
So you can see, although that is the centre, the barrel's going to end up quite a way up into that arch. The more important measurement to think about, though, is the one we're chasing, which is that measurement, which is sill line to the bottom of the wheel.
I'd say
and that's what we're chasing. So hopefully, with the mods that we've done, myself and Gary, both of us, we will be getting where we need to be.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
I think it was good, really, wasn't it? Like at the start of all of this, we got yourself down to Gary's and had a meeting of
Yeah,
minds.
a really good chat about the best way to go ahead, and it's meant that we're not really overlapped.
Yeah.
Gary's done what he's needed to do, and it's put me in a good position then to build off the top of and do what we need to do at this.
And I think I like to say this now because there's a lot of Amazons that have been bagged and done well.
That's going that bit there, this bit. That'll be going in the bin.
Yeah, we'll cut that.
And we're aiming to get at least sill line on the floor, if not actual sill. I'd want to take the lips off. So we'll see how we can go. But we're chasing flat sill. That's what we're after. Flat sill.
I can't wait. We can't. I'm not allowed to say what you said it's gonna be.
Yeah, because that's an offensive bad word.
Yeah.
But it's it will be that. Definitely.
I can't wait. So whilst I was socially distancing and Phil was messing around at the back, we spoke a lot about the work we were doing on raising the subframe, but we showed work carrying out, but not really completed. You can really see the nice box sections now. So when we raised the engine, we actually raised the whole cross member by pretty much 75 mil, and then Gary's box sectioned all this back in to give it strength, and obviously make it look pretty sexy. Then combined with all the work that Phil's carried out, just ridiculous. I mean, this is state-of-the-art airbag here, but that's just for moving around, right?
Yeah, that's purely so I don't have to keep trying to inflate the base.
So yeah, we're chasing that thing for the floor. We really are chasing the thing for the floor.
I mean, obviously it is worth mentioning because you can see it from this level what the subframe raise has done in terms of the sump height. If you look at the sill line and then the sump height, you can really see why we've had to raise that subframe.
Yeah.
To lift that engine so that to chase that absolute sill on the floor, the sump is nicely out of the way, it's completely safe, it's not, the sump isn't going to touch the floor at all.
No.
And that's
and that's at 75 mil. It's really gift that out of the way, isn't it?
That's the difference to pick the engine up and get it out of the way.
Yeah. I wonder if I can get back and get it all in. Oh, I can. Okay, well, that's it for another Tom versus Dale episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I forget what it is now. Yeah. Don't you laugh. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, that one. All of the L's.
Thanks, Uncle Phil.